Hey guys, we
Hello.
are back at the semi-final stage. We have two semi-finals for you this week. Our first is Finding Nemo versus Monsters Inc. and our second is Toy Story versus The Incredibles. So as I said, today we're going to bring you Finding Nemo and Monsters Inc. As always, our battle categories will be the idea, the aesthetics, the characters, the plot, and the entertainment value. Today, I have a furry little Sully for Monsters Inc. and a turtle for Finding Nemo. And Lucy has her white chalkboards, even, not whiteboards, as always. So without further ado, we will start with the idea.
Okay.
So in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, early comfortable win for Monsters Inc. there. What was so amazing about the Monsters Inc. idea?
I don't think there was a choice really, going to kids' bedrooms, through all the doors, just the way all the doors were, the whole power from scaring them and then that turning to laughter. No, I loved it.
Yeah, no, I think I would completely agree. I think I do like the idea of a fish sort of being taken. Obviously, in the real world, fish are taken all the time. So the idea of like it impacting the actual fish's family and a fish then swimming around to look for him, it's nice. But I think the idea of monsters coming to scare you as a child
And how they
for
felt
screams
about
for power.
humans as well.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
is a genius idea. So yeah, quite a comfortable one there, and we have an early 2-0 lead for Monsters Inc. So next up, we have the aesthetics. Sorry, just dropped my turtle. In 3, 2, 1. We have another solid
Tricky one.
win for
Whoa.
Monsters Inc. I think that
What
one
a
was
lead.
definitely more difficult than the idea.
Definitely.
I think this one's quite a tight one, to be fair, and I think sort of similar to the quarterfinal. I can't remember who Monsters Inc. was up against, but I don't think either of them are like blow me away, so to speak.
I agree.
But I think the skill in the animation of the monsters, and particular Sully, gives it
Yeah.
to Monsters Inc. for me.
I agree.
Personally.
I liked from Finding Nemo. I did like the Under the Sea, and I did like the visuals, but it wasn't like stand out different.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. kind of scraped it. Yeah, like we discussed about Sully and the door, the artwork of the doors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So there we have it. We have a 4-0 lead for Monsters Inc., which, I mean, I have to say, completely unexpected. Anyone who's watched previous videos knows my feelings on Monsters Inc., but here I am voting for them. So up next, we have the characters. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the Finding Nemo comeback begins. I know you were a fan of Mike in Monsters Inc. and
Yeah, I
Roz
like
as
Mike,
well.
Roz, Randall, but I feel like there's so many characters along the way in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
And they all bring something.
Yeah,
Even
definitely.
the minor characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like sort of like a
pelicans.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like a journey story, and like on that journey, obviously, Marlin meets a lot of characters, and a lot of the times in those sorts of films, the characters can be quite unimpactful. Whereas I think on this journey, from like you said, the pelicans, the sharks, the school teacher fish, the crab, the turtles, obviously, the fish tank fish, like they all genuinely bring something. I think
Yeah, I
they're
think
all
the
really,
characters
really good
really
characters.
make it.
Yeah, definitely. Completely agree with that one. Look at us agreeing with absolutely everything. Let's see. So we're up to 4-2 to Monsters Inc. Let's see how we feel about the plot. So in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, tough.
Interesting. Go. Why?
I think when I think about it, the plot of Monsters Inc. is really good. Like obviously we spoke about the idea, and I really like the idea. Then sort
Yeah.
of the plot of now humans come into their world and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
terrified of it and really trying to hide it. And then obviously they learn and they realize that actually they can get more energy from laughter, blah, 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 blah. Nice little twist at the end where like I forget what his name is, but like the president of the sort of monster factory is like working with Randall. Whereas the whole way through you think that it's just Randall who's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So that works quite nicely.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was upset that right at the end Sully sees Boo again because I'd forgotten about that bit, but I'm just going to cut that bit. That bit doesn't happen in my version of the movie. Whereas I think with Finding Nemo, the plot is good, but like I said, it's just kind of like a journey of meeting different little characters
But each
who are
part
all
of that
amazing.
journey for me was so great. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember when I was watching it and I was just like, I loved it throughout. No bit
yeah,
did I get a bit bored or, you know,
yeah, yeah,
not.
yeah,
I was engaged the whole time. So I think, yeah, for me, Finding Nemo, I
yeah. And I
absolutely
guess
loved.
it's a lot of like from your side, a lot of little subplots that
Yeah,
are nice. So the shark doing the whole fish not food thing. The in
yeah.
like even like Gil, you have like his sort of story going on
And
in
again, the whole dentist thing as well.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all the little bits come together to make a
Mm-hmm.
big one. Fair,
Yeah.
fair. So we have Monsters Inc. going into the last round up 5-3, and we're heading over
Oh
into
my
entertainment
gosh.
value. It's a big one.
I can't believe
Okay.
it.
3, 2, 1. Big there for Finding Nemo. Yeah, I'm surprised. No, actually, you did really love it, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I think you really enjoyed them both. So I guess it's quite tough for you.
To be honest, they are two great films for me. But like I said, every time I watch Finding Nemo, I find something else that I'm laughing at or that I didn't get
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas
no, fair.
Monsters, I'm like, yeah, I know it, and it's sweet and nice and great idea, but Finding Nemo all along the way, I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah. I think for me, obviously, as I spoke about in both quarterfinals for these films, I didn't thoroughly enjoy watching either of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've given Finding Nemo the benefit of the doubt because I believe it's a great film. Maybe I was just tired or in a bad mood or hungry. Whereas Monsters Inc., yeah, I will watch Finding Nemo again. I may never
Yeah.
watch Monsters Inc. again in the rest of my life.
Okay.
So there we have it. At the end, we've got a 5-all draw in this semi-final. So, we couldn't split them at all. So we are hoping that you guys have been voting and are able to help us pick our finalist.
Okay, let's have a look. Pebbly Productions from our Instagram. %82% went with Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Oh, yeah, big response.
Yeah, no, clearly a lot more sure than we were. I would have said, to be fair, going into this, I really expected Finding Nemo to win. But I
Yeah.
mean, I voted quite strongly on Monsters Inc. there, which surprised even me, to be fair.
There you go.
So yeah, thanks you guys. Obviously, remember your voices do really count. They really help us in these sorts of scenarios, and really good for you guys. You've got your finalists. So Finding Nemo is the first film to make it through to the final of the Disney Pixar Challenge. Up next, we will have Toy Story versus The Incredibles, which personally I think is a huge one. And I think
I feel
we're
like this
set
is
up for
your
a really
huge
big
one,
final
and
as
this
well.
one was my huge one, so it's quite safe,
Definitely.
isn't it?
Well, for me, I think because The Incredibles is my film, but Toy Story is Toy Story. So
Yeah.
like
I think
it's
that was exactly me with Finding Nemo Wants to Think.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be another really, really tight one. So make sure you guys do tune in on Thursday when we bring you that. And then obviously we'll find out who's going to make it through to the final at the weekend. So at Pebbly Productions, do follow and subscribe and all of that good stuff if you haven't already. And we will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.